So we just went over our three types of plant tissues, our dermal, ground, and vascular. Now we're moving on to leaves. So this is where transpiration is going to happen, baby. All right, so we've all seen a plant. We all know what leaves look like. Leaves can actually come in many different shapes and forms depending on what type of plant we're actually dealing with, whether it's a succulent, whether it's an angiosperm, whether it's a fern or a conifer, all different types of things, all right? So let's dive into some leaves, okay? So our main function of leaves, all right, this is all stuff we've already gone over. It is photosynthesis, cellular respiration, and transpiration. All right, those are our three main functions. So for photosynthesis, all right, our leaves are going to open their stomata. They are going to take in that carbon dioxide, that CO2. All right, when they are done with photosynthesis, they are going to release that oxygen or O2 that they have made as a product of photosynthesis, which is used for cellular respiration, excuse me. And then lastly, water, H2O, all right, is coming in and out of the leaf for transpiration, and it moves throughout the leaf. So we have carbon dioxide, water, and oxygen constantly working and supporting our leaves and our plants, okay? Again, we're going to talk about three main structures of leaves now, okay? So the first one is going to be the blade. Typically when we think of a leaf, this is the most common form, all right? So it's a flat portion with typically large surface area, okay? So think about it. The more surface area you have, the larger an area it is to take in that sunlight, more photosynthesis. Remember we talked about there's a larger, area, if there's more carbon dioxide, if there's more light, all right, sunlight, these can all be things that speed up photosynthesis. So we have a flat portion with typically large surface area, and it may be attached to the stem by a petiole, which is a stalk, all right? So when we think about the stem of a flower, all right, off the stem, there is a stalk called a petiole, all right, and that is what the flower is off of. So when you pick a leaf off, when you pick the leaf off, you're usually picking it off the petiole, okay? Our next one we're going to talk about is stoma or stomata, whether you're talking about plural or singular, okay? They are the same thing. So these are those tiny openings, all right, in the epidermis, or the top layer of the leaf. I rub my skin because we have an epidermis as well, our top layer of our skin. So it's tiny openings in the epidermis of the leaf that allows for that gas exchange again into and out of the cell, all right? So this is where our guard cells are controlling them, all right? And again, our guard cells are those specialized cells on either side of the stomata that controls the opening and closing of the stomata. Okay, so think the stomata is a small opening, then you got two guards on either side, and they either give a really tight hug and close it up, or they're like, all right, that was a great bro hug, yo, and they back up and let them get some gas exchange going on and transpiration, not transportation, transpiration, you can tell it's already an early morning, guys, sorry, of that water vapor in and out of the leaf. Okay, so why is this important? How does this relate? Let's talk about it. Okay, so again, this relates to that photosynthesis, cellular respiration, and transpiration. These are three of our main features of a plant. Okay, so carbon dioxide, oxygen, and water are going to diffuse, meaning they're going to move into and out of the stoma, which is regulated by guard cells. So again, I've said it 500 times at this point, not really, more like 10, but guard cells controlling the stoma or stomata, all right, they let it know if it's opening or closing, if it is letting CO2 in and oxygen out, same thing with water, all right, for transpiration. More stoma on the underside of the leaf, okay, so think about that. If the sun is coming down and on top of the leaf, right? We want it to have more stoma on the bottom because that's usually a wider surface area, and it's not going to be blocked so much by that cuticle. And if needing to conserve water Alright, guard cells keep stoma closed. So again, the underside of the leaf is the shaded part of the leaf. Okay, so say we're losing water. If there's a lot at the top, they're going to open up, they're going to release all that water because it's hot. Alright, and they want, from that sunlight, the gas exchange. So they want to open so they can take in the carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. But remember, once they open, they're losing water. So there's more on the bottom to help control that too. And you probably saw these pictures, honestly, on cycle 3. We went over it in class 2 of what an open and closed stomata looks like. Okay, so here is a picture of our stomata on our leaves. Okay, so this one's open. Okay, so right here in the middle, this open portion, this is our stoma. Okay, this is where that gas exchange is happening. This is where water is entering or leaving. Alright, these two jelly bean looking guys on the side, those are our guard cells. Alright, the little black dots inside are our chloroplasts, which is the site of photosynthesis. And then, as we all know, plants have that extra cell wall, alright, for structure and support. And then our nucleus are these bigger round guys, alright. So this one's open, these guard cells are open. Alright, they're letting that CO2 in, the oxygen out, and transpiration is happening, whether water is entering or exiting, most likely, the leaf. Our closed stomata, though, okay, as you can see, there's a wide difference, an observable difference between the two. This one is open, this one is shut off, alright, there is no large gaping hole in the middle. Our stoma is closed tight. Ain't no water leaving that baby, okay? So this is what a lot of plants actually do during the day. So they make sure they're not losing water, but then again, it's that struggle because during the days when we get sun, and the sun is what we need for photosynthesis, so we're going to want these open for gas exchange. But if we open them during the day, then we're going to lose water a lot more quickly. So a lot of plants have adapted, which you'll see in your Amoeba Sisters video, of when they open and close their stoma to get their best bang for their buck. Alright, so again, leaves, the main thing about them is they have a blade. The blade usually has a large surface area because we want as much stoma as possible. The stoma is where gas exchange is going to happen for photosynthesis and cellular respiration, as well as water release for transpiration. Alright, and the two main dudes that keep that in check are the guard cells. They either are doing the bro hug very tight to keep that stoma closed, or they're saying good hug bro and they're releasing and opening that stoma again. Okay, that's pretty much it for that. The main factors are that carbon dioxide, that water, and that's it, really. That's moving around. Carbon dioxide, water, oxygen. Sorry, I knew I was forgetting something. Carbon dioxide, oxygen, and water are 3 factors playing into that for our blade, our stoma, our stomata, and our guard cells. Alright, we are moving right along to roots and stems.